Hello everyone, the story of Kunning Palace will come in Q1 or Q2 2023, but the first trailer has already been released. The female lead is played by Bai Lu, and the male lead is played by Zhang Linhe. The second is Wang Xingyue, and the third is Zhou Junwei. From the trailer, we can see it basically follows the novel, even the epilogue. Still, maybe it has adapted some parts, like the novel's final part, the male lead's rebellion and revenge, which is very dark. So I will make a series of videos talking about the book. I hope these videos will help to understand the drama better, especially the male and female leads' personalities and relationship development. They are both not good and kind people, and their romance is slow burn. The novel is called Kunning, written in 2019. Kunning is a palace's name where the empresses lived in Ming and Qing dynasties. The female lead in the book used to be the empress and lived in this palace. This novel is fantastic. It balances romance and politics well, involving friendship and redemption. Cause it's a very long novel, longer than the novel of Love Like the Galaxy. I will divide summary into several parts. This video will talk about part 1, the first life and rebirth. Okay, let's start. The novel is set in a fictional dynasty called Daqian. The female lead is Jiang Xuening, a beautiful and charming empress. Her father is an official in the financial department. Her father's concubine conflicted with her biological mother when she was born. The concubine was about to be dispatched to a farm in the countryside, so she exchanged the newly born female lead with her newly born daughter before leaving. Since then, she raised Jiang Xuening in the countryside and treated her not bad. Jiang Xuening also regarded her as a biological mother. When Jiang Xuening was 14 years old, the concubine became seriously ill. Knowing that she would not live long, she wrote a letter to tell the family about the exchange of daughters. Then Jiang Xuening was brought to the capital. Jiang Xuening is jealous of her sister Jiang Xuehui because she thinks her sister stole her original identity and the good treatment which initially belonged to her. She is sometimes selfish and willful because of this experience. She took advantage of some people in her previous life to become the empress. The male lead is Xie Wei, 26 years old. He's handsome, talented, knowledgeable, but cold-hearted, ruthless, and scheming. His title is a teacher of the prince and the emperor's advisor. He has great power in the court. At the story's beginning, Xie Wei rebelled, occupied the palace, and poisoned the emperor. The empress Jiang Xuening also committed suicide. Then she was reborn at 18, which happened to be the first time she met the emperor Shen Jie, whom he would marry in the future. But currently Shen Jie is still a prince, and his brother Shen Lang is a reigning emperor. Shen Jie is kind and gentle but indecisive. In a previous life, Jiang Xuening's parents were about to marry her sister to this prince. But Jiang Xuening was jealous of her sister and wanted to prove her excellence, so she deliberately approached the prince and finally married him. Later, the emperor died accidentally without any son. His brother Shen Jie ascended, and Jiang Xuening became the empress. But the new emperor couldn't hold on the officials because he was cowardly. It led to the growing power of the male lead Xie Wei, who finally rebelled. So in this life, Jiang Xuening decides to keep a distance from the prince. She doesn't want to be the empress anymore. She only wants to protect the second and third male leads, change their sad fate, and make up the faults she made in her previous life. Her personality in the second life is still intelligent, cunning, scheming, and straightforward, but not selfish. She knows how to care about others and is less impulsive. The second male lead is called Zhang Zhe, who crushes on Jiang Xuening, and Jiang Xuening also likes him. By the way, he was also reborn with memory, but Jiang Xuening didn't know about it at first. He is a silent gentleman with integrity. He works as an official of the Department of Punishment, and is responsible for investigating cases. In her previous life, Jiang Xuening asked him to shield her follower Zhou Yingzhi in a large case because she wanted to keep her empress title. However, her follower betrayed her and turned to her enemy, Consul Xiao. They framed the second male lead Zhang Zhe and tortured him in prison. Jiang Xuening begged the male lead Xie Wei to save Zhang Zhe before committing suicide, and he agreed, but she didn't know how he ended up cause she couldn't see it anymore. Therefore, in this life, she's very guilty of Zhang Zhe and wants to treat him better. The third male lead is Yan Ling, Jiang Xuening's childhood sweetheart. She met him after she entered capital at the age of 14. The setting of his family background is like the male lead in the Navana Empire, who has military power and is feared by the emperor. Yanling is a young general. He's fond of Jiang Xuening, but she treats him as a friend. On Yanling's 20th birthday, his family was judged to be related to an old rebellion case, and the whole family were reduced to slavery and exiled. Before he left the capital, he asked Jiang Xuening to wait for him. Jiang Xuening rejected him directly and said she wanted to be the empress. It broke his heart, and he finally participated in the male-lead Xie Wei's rebellion. So in this life, Jiang Xuening hopes to change his sad fate. When Jiang Xuening returned to her home in this life, she met her father, who cared about her very much. But she found Xie Wei discussing issues with her father in the study room. Jiang Xuening recalled on her way to the capital 4 years ago. Her father hid Xie Wei in her carriage because Xie Wei wanted to enter the capital secretly, and they later helped the current emperor to get the throne. He was seriously sick halfway. She even used her blood as medicine to save his life. After she became the empress, she kept avoiding Xie Wei because he knew she is from the countryside and uneducated. Jiang Xuening is ashamed of her origin but has strong self-esteem and ambition. She also met her biological mother. Her mother doesn't like her because Jiang Xuening is unruly, willful, and has a charming temperament like the concubine. She prefers a daughter raised by her, although she is a concubine's daughter. By the way, Jiang Xuening's sister is not a villain. She's brilliant, but not close to Jiang Xuening. Okay, that's all for part 1. The next video will talk about the female lead entering the palace to study. She will soon have more time with the male lead, and their relationship will gradually change.